Welcome, feline fanatics, to another informative video, where today we'll debunk some of the most common myths about our furry friends, cats. You see, cats are mystical creatures, shrouded in mystery and wrapped in enigma. But sometimes, the stories we spin around them are more fiction than fact. That's where we come in. Today, we're going to shine a light on the top 10 common myths about cats, and in doing so, we hope to broaden your understanding of these magnificent creatures. Why is this important, you ask? Well, for starters, these misconceptions can often lead to misunderstandings and poor care practices. By dispelling these myths, we aim to promote better knowledge, understanding, and ultimately, better welfare for our feline companions. So are you ready for a journey of discovery and debunking? Fasten your seatbelts as we delve into the world of cats and shatter some common misconceptions. Starting with myth number 10, cats always land on their feet. This belief has been around for centuries, probably due to the cat's remarkable ability to right itself in mid-air. This phenomenon, known as the righting reflex, begins to appear at 3 weeks old and is fully developed at 7 weeks. Cats have a flexible backbone and no functional collarbone, which allows them to twist their bodies and align themselves with the ground. However, this doesn't guarantee a safe landing every time. The height of the fall plays a significant role. If a cat slips from a low height, it might not have enough time to perform the twist and land safely. Plus, no matter how agile they are, cats are not immune to injuries from falling. So while cats are indeed agile, they don't always land on their feet, especially from short falls. Moving on to myth number 9. Cats hate water. This myth has been perpetuated for years, but it isn't entirely accurate. In fact, some cats can swim and even enjoy the sensation of being in water. Cats are naturally curious creatures, and water can be a fascinating element for them to explore. Some cats may enjoy splashing in a shallow dish or sink, or even playing under a gently running faucet. The aversion to water often attributed to cats might actually stem from the temperature of the water or the force of a shower. Cats have a higher body temperature than humans, so what feels lukewarm to us might feel chilly to them. Similarly, the force of a shower can be overwhelming and frightening to a cat. So cats don't universally despise water. It can be a matter of personal preference. Some cats might avoid water, while others might revel in its cool, refreshing touch. Next up, myth number 8. Cats have 9 lives. This charming myth has its roots in ancient times, with various cultures attributing mystical qualities to our feline friends. The idea is metaphorical, symbolizing the cat's knack for landing on their feet or escaping tricky situations, often making it seem like they've cheated death. But let's make it clear, cats do not literally have 9 lives. Just like any other living creature, they have one life and it is as precious as any other. This underscores the importance of regular vet checkups, a balanced diet, and a safe living environment for our furry companions. Cats might be skilled at dodging danger, but they are not invincible. They can get sick, injured, and they age just like us. Their perceived 9 lives can't replace the care and attention they need from us. So let's debunk this myth once and for all. Remember, every cat has just one precious life to live. Let's tackle myth number 7. Cats are nocturnal. This popular belief may stem from your feline friend's tendency to scamper around the house in the wee hours. However, here's the surprising truth. Cats aren't nocturnal, they're crepuscular. This fancy term means they're most active during twilight hours, both at dawn and dusk. This behavior traces back to their wild ancestors, who found these times perfect for hunting, as their prey were most active then. So if you've ever wondered why your cat seems to have a burst of energy right when you're ready to call it a day, now you have your answer. And during the actual night, well, cats do enjoy a good snooze just like us. So the image of a cat prowling in the moonlight might be more romantic than realistic. So cats aren't night owls after all, but rather fans of twilight. Moving forward to myth number 6, cats and dogs are sworn enemies. This tale, as old as time, paints a picture of feline and canine relationships as a never-ending feud. But surprise, surprise, that's not necessarily the case. While it's true that cats and dogs are different species with distinct behavioral characteristics, it doesn't mean they're destined to be adversaries. Quite the opposite, in fact. Cats and dogs can live together harmoniously, forming strong bonds that defy the stereotype. Sure, there might be some hissing, barking, and territorial disputes initially, but with time, patience, and proper socialization, these spats can evolve into a peaceful coexistence, or even a deep friendship. The key here is understanding that their relationships depend heavily on their individual personalities and experiences. So, next time you see a cat and a dog together, don't automatically assume they're at odds. They might just be the best of pals. So, it's not a rule that cats and dogs can't get along. They can be the best of friends. Halfway there at myth number 5, cats purr only when they're happy. But spoiler alert, this is not entirely true. Cats do indeed purr when they're content, but this mysterious sound can also be a sign of stress, discomfort, or even pain. In fact, some cats have been known to purr when they're injured or about to give birth. It's their way of self-soothing or signaling for help. So, while a purring cat can mean contentment, it isn't the only reason for the rumble. On to myth number 4. Milk is good for cats. Now this might surprise you, but many adult cats are actually lactose intolerant. That's right, the same condition that affects some humans. When these cats drink milk, it can lead to uncomfortable digestive issues. This is because they lack the enzyme necessary to break down lactose, the sugar found in milk. So despite the popular image of a cat lapping up a saucer of milk, it isn't a feline's best friend after all. Down to myth number 3. Indoor cats don't need vaccinations. This is a common misconception that couldn't be further from the truth. You see, vaccinations play a vital role in protecting our feline friends from various diseases, regardless of whether they venture outdoors or not. For instance, consider the risk of airborne diseases or those that can be brought into your home unknowingly, on your clothes or shoes. Diseases like feline distemper and rabies aren't picky about indoor or outdoor boundaries. Moreover, if your indoor cat accidentally gets outside, they're suddenly exposed to a whole new world of potential threats without any immunological defense. And let's not forget about the possibility of adding a new pet to the family. The newcomer could potentially carry diseases that your indoor cat is not protected against. So no matter their lifestyle, vaccinations are a crucial part of cat care. Nearly there with myth number 2. Cats are low-maintenance pets. It's easy to believe this myth, especially considering the independent streak commonly associated with our feline friends. But let's dive a little deeper. Cats, like any other pet, require regular care and attention. This includes grooming, which is not just about keeping their coat looking shiny. Regular brushing helps prevent hairballs and can even serve as a bonding time for you and your pet. Cats also need a balanced diet, and while they might not be as demanding as dogs, they still need playtime to keep them mentally and physically stimulated. Let's not forget about regular veterinary care. Cats need routine checkups to ensure they're in the best of health. Vaccinations, dental care, flea and worm treatments. These are all part of keeping your cat healthy and happy. So while cats might seem independent, they still need plenty of care and attention. And finally, myth number 1. Cats are solitary creatures. This might be one of the biggest misconceptions about our feline friends. While it's true that cats are independent and can entertain themselves, they're not the loners we often make them out to be. Cats have been observed to form strong bonds with their human companions, and even with other animals. Yes, you heard that right. Your cat may be more social than you think. They can form lifelong friendships, showing affection, and even worrying when their buddy is not around. Furthermore, cats that live together often establish a social hierarchy, and may even have a communal approach to raising kittens. Just because they value their alone time doesn't mean they always want to be alone. In fact, many cats crave attention and interaction, and can become depressed if they are ignored or left alone for too long. So, contrary to popular belief, cats are far from antisocial. And that wraps up our top 10 cat myths. We've journeyed through a world of misconceptions, uncovering the truth about our feline friends. Understanding these truths is vital for their welfare. So let's not let these myths persist. Share this knowledge far and wide. Let's debunk these myths together for the love of our cats. Remember, knowing the truth helps us provide the best care for our feline friends. Until next time, stay curious and keep loving cats.